in stream. So I'm live. Hi, YouTube. I'm live and going to pick up my next 5 chapters. I was going to speak first before I read because I said I was going to. Sometimes I'm going to decrease and read and then increase and speak. And sometimes I'm going to increase and speak, decrease and read. Anyways, let's get back to reading the Bible. It's for the purpose is that my message is I'm here to make godly money. And today I did see a few insults towards me. I don't know if it was out of jealousy or whatever, but I do feel like I'm exhausted. I've been in a 1v50 and it was kind of getting good for a minute there because I kind of know how this goes, but let me try to stay on track. The purpose of me coming on is even more pronounced now that I'm seeing all the scamming, all the historical debauchery, all the insanity. And then right now, I haven't even gotten around to my own testimonies. And based on everything that I've been thinking and reflecting on, like I said, everyone is so amazing. I can call myself Super Bowl years old. Oh yeah, I want to say this about Mr. Bruce Gass. I believe he and my ex-husband, who was 12 years my senior, are born the same year. So I wasn't trying to imply that he was an older gentleman because I know I am up in age. So I don't want to call someone 90 when they are not. So that's the age thing. And as far as me being Super Bowl years old, I wanted to say that that's a respectful title to the people whose shoulders I stand on, who made it so that I can say that I'm Super Bowl years old. And I was thinking about, my Carlton Bailey story. I guess we all got a Carlton Bailey story because if the Super Bowl just happened, then we all were walking around in high school with NFLers and ballers and didn't know it because we didn't know the setup like the young girls know today, which is why it's making them goofy and less authentic. If we were goofy, it was authentic. We didn't know, and I'm just looking at a lot of people who are getting this opportunity to, I don't know. So I'm going to get into the Bible now, but I think I heard someone call me another name. And I just want to point out that if we are all in Christ, then we're all going to do our best. And my best is I know where God brought me from, and you'll never see a Cash App on my thing. That's not what I'm here for. And quite frankly, I pride myself on being I've got to be the most selfish person in the world. You Cash Apps they not good enough for me. I want $1 billion. And that's why I'm mad at Jay Wilson. Look, boy, I done put over $600 in your room. And like I told you in the email, I'm going to get my $1 billion return on investment. You got a platform and you could use it to do good, but you don't because you get free will and you want to do what you want to do. And that's fine. I only asked for a sliver of your time, but you couldn't even do that. So now I'm going to get into the word. Okay, Genesis 6. And we're going to go 6 to 11. Genesis 6. The human race becomes evil. The number of people on earth began to grow. Daughters were born to these people. The sons of God saw that these girls were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. The Lord said, my spirit will not remain in human beings forever. This is because they are flesh. They will live only 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also later. That was when the sons of God had physical relations with the daughters of men. These women gave birth to children who became famous. They were mighty warriors long ago. The Lord saw that the human beings on the earth were very wicked. He also saw that their thoughts were only about evil all the time. The Lord was sorry he had made human beings on the earth. His heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will destroy all human beings that I made on the earth, and I will destroy every animal and everything that crawls on the earth. I will also destroy the birds of the air. This is because I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah pleased the Lord. Noah and the great flood. The book of Genesis, chapter 6, ninth verse. This is the family history of Noah. Noah was a good man. He was the most innocent man of his time. He walked with God. Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. People on earth did what God said was evil. Violence was everywhere, and God saw this evil. All people on the earth only did evil. So God said to Noah, people have made the earth full of violence, so I will destroy all people from the earth. Build a boat of cypress wood for yourself. Make rooms in it and cover it inside and outside with tar. This is how big I want you to build the boat. 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Make an opening around the top of the boat. Make it 18 inches high from the edge of the roof down. Put a door in the side of the boat. Make an upper, middle, and lower deck in it. I will bring a flood of water on the earth. I will destroy all living things that live under the sky. This includes everything that has breath of life. Everything on earth will die, but I will make an agreement with you. You, your sons, your wives, and your sons' wives will all go into the boat. Also, you must bring into the boat 2 of every living thing, male and female. Keep them alive with you. There will be 2 of every kind of bird, animal, and crawling thing. They will come to you to be kept alive. Also, gather some of every kind of food. Store it on the boat as food for you and the animals. Noah did everything that God commanded him. Genesis 7, the flood begins. Then the Lord said to Noah, I have seen that you are the best man among the people of this time. So you and your family go into the boat. Take with you 7 pairs, each male with its female, of every kind of clean animal, and take 1 pair, each male with its female, of every kind of unclean animal. Take 7 pairs of all the birds of the sky, each male with its female. This will allow all these animals to continue living on the earth after the flood. 7 days from now, I will send rain on the earth. It will rain 40 days and 40 nights. I will destroy from the earth every living thing that I made. Noah did everything that the Lord commanded him. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came. He and his wife and his sons and their wives went into the boat. They went in to escape the waters of the flood. The clean animals, the unclean animals, the birds, and everything that crawls on the ground came to Noah. They went into the boat in groups of 2, male and female. This was just as God had commanded Noah. 7 days later, the flood started. Noah was now 600 years old. The flood started on the 17th day of the 2nd month of that year. That day, the underground spring split open, and the clouds in the sky poured out rain. The rain fell on the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day, Noah and his wife, his sons Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives went into the boat. They had every kind of wild animal and tame animal. There was every kind of animal that crawls on the earth. Every kind of bird was there. They all came to Noah in the boat in groups of 2. There was every creature that had the breath of life. One male and one female of every living thing came. It was just as God had commanded Noah. Then the Lord closed the door behind them. Water flooded the earth for 40 days. As the water rose, it lifted the boat off the ground. The water continued to rise, and the boat floated on the water above the earth. The water rose so much that even the highest mountains under the sky were covered by it. The water continued to rise until it was more than 20 feet above the mountains. All living things that moved on the earth died. This included all the birds, tame animals, wild animals, and creatures that swarm on the earth. And all human beings died. So everything on dry land died. This means everything that had breath of life in its nose. So God destroyed from the earth every living thing that was on the land. This was every man, animal, crawling thing, and bird of the sky. All that was left was Noah and what was with him in the boat. And the waters continued to cover the earth for 150 days. Genesis 8, the flood ends. But God remembered Noah and all the wild animals and tame animals with him in the boat. God made a wind blow over the earth, and the water went down. The underground springs stopped flowing, and the clouds in the sky stopped pouring rain. The water that covered the earth began to go down. After 150 days, the water had gone down so much that the boat touched land again. It came to rest on one of the mountains of Ararat. This was on the 17th day of the 7th month. The water continued to go down. By the first day of the 10th month, the tops of the mountains could be seen. 40 days later, Noah opened the window he had made in the boat. He sent out a raven. It flew here and there until the water had dried up from the earth. Then Noah sent out a dove. This was to find out if the water had dried up from the ground. The dove could not find a place to land because water still covered the earth. So it came back to the boat. Noah reached out his hand and took the bird, and he brought it back into the boat. After 7 days, Noah again sent out the dove from the boat, and that evening it came back to him with a fresh olive leaf in its mouth. Then Noah knew that the ground was almost dry. 7 days later, he sent the dove out again, but this time it did not come back. Noah was now 601 years old. It was the first day of the first month of that year. The water was dried up from the land. Noah removed the covering of the boat and saw that the land was dry. By the 27th day of the second month, the land was completely dry. Then God said to Noah, "You and your wife, your sons and their wives should go out of the boat. Bring every animal out of the boat with you, the birds, the animals, and everything that crawls on the earth. Let them have many young ones, and let them grow in number. So Noah, where? So Noah went out with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives, every animal, everything that crawls on the earth, and every bird went out of the boat. They left by families. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord. Noah took some of all the clean birds and animals, and he burned them on the altar as offerings to God. The Lord was pleased with these sacrifices. He said to himself, I will never again curse the ground because of human beings. Their thoughts are evil, even when they are young. But I will never again destroy every living thing on the earth as I did this time. As long as the earth continues, there will be planting and harvest, cold and hot, summer and winter, day and night will not stop. Genesis chapter 9, the new beginning. Then God blessed Noah and his sons. He said to them, have many children, grow in number, and fill the earth. Every animal on earth and every bird in the sky will respect and fear you. So will every animal that crawls on the ground and every fish in the sea respect and fear you. I have given them to you. Everything that moves, everything that is alive, is yours for food. Earlier I gave you the green plants, and now I give you everything for food. But you must not eat meat that still has blood in it, because blood gives life. I will demand your blood for your lives. That is, I will demand the life of any animal that kills a person, and I will demand the life of anyone who takes another person's life. Whoever kills a human being will be killed by a human being. This is because God made humans in his own image. Noah, I want you and your family to have many children. Grow in number on the earth and become many. Then God said to Noah and his sons, now I am making my agreement with you and your people who will live after you. And I will also make it with every living thing that is with you. It is with the birds, the tame animals, and the wild animals. It is with all that came out of the boat with you. I make my agreement with every living thing on earth. I make this agreement with you. I will never again destroy all living things by flood waters. A flood will never again destroy the earth. And God said, I am making an agreement between me and you and every living creature that is with you. It will continue from now on. This is the sign. I am putting my rainbow in the clouds. It is a sign of the agreement between me and the earth. When I bring clouds over the earth, a rainbow appears in the clouds. Then I will remember my agreement. It is between me and you and every living thing. Flood waters will never again destroy all life on the earth. When the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it. Then I will remember the agreement that continues forever. It is between me and every living thing on the earth. God said to Noah, that rainbow is a sign. It is the sign of the agreement that I made with all living things on the earth. Noah and his sons, Genesis chapter 9, verse 18. The sons of Noah came out of the boat with him. They were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Ham was the father of Canaan. These three men were Noah's sons, and all the people on earth came from these three sons. Noah became a farmer and planted a vineyard. He drank wine made from his grapes. Then he became drunk and lay naked in his tent. Ham, the father of Canaan, looked at his naked father. Ham told his brothers outside. Then Shem and Japheth got a coat and carried it on both their shoulders. They walked backwards into the tent and covered their father. They turned their faces away. In this way, they did not see their father without clothes. Noah was sleeping because of the wine. Later, he woke up. Then he learned what his youngest son, Ham, had done to him. So Noah said, "May there be a curse on Canaan. May he be the lowest slave to his brothers." Noah also said, "May the Lord, the God of Shem, be praised. May Canaan be Shem's slave. May God give more land to Japheth. May Japheth live in Shem's tents, and may Canaan be their slave." After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. He lived a total of 950 years, then he died. Genesis chapter 10, Nations Grow and Spread. This is the family history of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. After the flood, these three men had sons, Japheth's sons. The sons of Japheth were Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshesh, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, Rivhat, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, and Radinan. Those who lived in the lands around the Mediterranean Sea came from the sons of Japheth. All the families grew and became different nations. Each nation had its own land and its own language. Ham's sons, Genesis chapter 10, verse 6. The sons of Ham were Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Ramah, and Sabtaka. The sons of Ramah were Sheba and Dedan. Cush also had a descendant named Nimrod. Nimrod became a very powerful man on earth. He was a great hunter before the Lord. That is why people say someone is like Nimrod, a great hunter before the Lord. At first, Nimrod's kingdom covered Babylon, Erech, Akkad, and Calneh in the land of Babylonia. From there, he went to Assyria. There, he built cities of Nineveh, Rehoboth-ir, and Calah. He also built Resen, the great city between Nineveh and Calah. Mizraim was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehibites, Nephtuhites, Pathrusites, Cathluhites, and the people of Crete. The Philistines came from Cathluhites. Canaan was the father of Sidon. his first son, and of Heth. Let me read that again. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his first son, and of Heth. Canaan was also the father of the Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. The families of the Canaanites scattered. The land of the Canaanites reached from Sidon to Gerar as far as Gaza. And it reached to Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zabolim as far as Lasha. All these people were sons of Ham. All these families had their own languages, their own lands, and their own nations. Shem's sons, Genesis 10, verse 21. Shem, Japheth's older brother, also had sons. One of his descendants was the father of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem were Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram were Uz, Hu, Gether, and Meshesh. Arphaxad was the father of Shelah. Shelah was the father of Eber. Eber was the father of two sons. One son was named Peleg because the earth was divided during his life. Eber's other son was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Shelef, Hazar-Maveth, Jerah, Hadaram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these people were the sons of Joktan. These people lived in the area between Mesha and Sephar in the hill country of the east. These are the people from the family of Shem. They are arranged by families, languages, countries, and nations. This is the list of families from the sons of Noah. They are arranged according to their nations. From these families came all the nations who spread across the earth after the flood. Genesis chapter 11, the languages confused. At this time, the whole world spoke one language. Everyone used the same words. As people moved from the east, they found a plain in the land of Babylonia. They settled there to live. They said to each other, "Let's make bricks and bake them to make them hard." So they used bricks instead of stones and tar instead of mortar. Then they said to each other, "Let's build for ourselves a city and a tower, and let's make the top of the tower reach into the sky. We will become famous. If we do this, we will not be scattered all over the earth." The Lord came down to see the city and the tower that the people had built. The Lord said, "Now these people are united. They all speak the same language. This is only the beginning of what they will do. They will be able to do anything they want. Come, let's go down and confuse their language. Then they will not be able to understand each other." So the Lord scattered them from there over all the earth, and they stopped building the city. That is where the Lord confused the language of the whole world. So the place is called Babel. So the Lord caused them to spread out from there over all the whole world. The story of Shem's family, Genesis chapter 11, verse 10. This is the family history of Shem. 2 years after the flood, when Shem was 100 years old, his son Arphaxad was born. After that, Shem lived 500 years and had other sons and daughters. When Arphaxad was 35 years old, his son Shelah was born. After that, Arphaxad lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Shelah was 30 years old, his son Eber was born. After that, Shelah lived 403 years and had other sons and daughters. When Eber was 34 years old, his son Peleg was born. After that, Eber lived 430 years and had other sons and daughters. When Peleg was 30 years old, his son Re, spelled R-E-U, I'll pronounce it, Ru, was born. After that, Peleg lived 209 years and had other sons and daughters. When Ru was 32 years old, his son Serug was born. After that, Ru lived 207 years and had other sons and daughters. When Serug was 30 years old, his son Nahor was born. After that, Serug lived 200 years and had other sons and daughters. When Nahor was 29 years old, his son Terah was born. After that, Nahor lived 119 years and had other sons and daughters. After Terah was 70 years old, his sons Abram, Nahor, and Haran were born. The story of Terah's family. Genesis chapter 11, verse 27. This is the family history of Terah. Terah was the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran was the father of Lot. Haran died while his father Terah was still alive. This happened in Ur in Babylonia, where he was born. Abram and Nahor both married. Abram's wife was named Sarah. Nahor's wife was named Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran. Haran was the father of Milcah and Ishka. Sarah was not able to have children. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, Haran's son, and his daughter-in-law Sarah, Abram's wife. They moved out of Ur of Babylonia. They had planned to go to the land of Canaan. But when they reached the city of Haran, they settled there. Terah lived to be 205 years old. Then he died in Haran. I just got through another 5 chapters and I'm so thankful. And I'm going to get good at this. So I'm going to do this Bible in a year. And I'm excited about a lot of things. What I wasn't excited about was just basically reading the Bible. I mean, I don't want to insult anyone. I don't want to throw my pearls to swine. I don't. But these are pearls, and I'm not throwing anything. Internet's not free. I came on this internet. We all came on this internet. We're all awesome. Did you guys see that garden game? Anyway, we're all awesome. And we all came on this internet. And I was in a basement in Baltimore. And you're never going to, I'm so selfish. You're never going to catch me with a cash app. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a testimony. I like to do testimonies that money can't buy. You guys saw me. You didn't see me be 200 pounds because I will never come on camera on purpose. You have to catch me on security camera, 200 pounds. I'll never come on camera on purpose, 200 pounds. That's between me and God. But y'all did see me come on here 191. Now I have been acting up, but that's the holiday, so I'm gonna get back on it. What I wanted to say was that I'm authentic, and God really brought me from where He brought me, and He brought you too. So I'm not the only one with the testimony. But anyway, I'm gonna do two testimonies, two money testimonies. The first one is I'm gonna say the year's about early 90s. And I'm not living with my aunt. My aunt didn't let me live with her at this time. But anyway, my aunt gives me $2,400. She didn't give it to me. She told me I got to pay it back, every last dime. But she gave it to me so that I could get this apartment. For everybody living in Baltimore, do the math with me. Walk the steps. I go to my aunt's house in Edmondson Village and get $2,400 to take over to Memorial Stadium, East Baltimore. That's where the apartment is. But on the way going there, I stop at 7-Eleven. Long story short, I stop at 7-Eleven in Woodlawn, go on over to East Baltimore, walk the apartment, decide I'm going to get the apartment. It's Saturday morning. Reach in my purse, money gone. Retracing my steps, jump in the car from East Baltimore to Woodlawn, get to the 7-Eleven where I had come from, touch the handle on the door to open the door to 7-Eleven, and I hear flat, flat, flat. I look down, and it's the envelope full of cash with the window showing Grant's face flapping in the wind. Picked up my envelope. Praise God, praise God, praise God. He takes care. He takes care. He's a good guy. That's why. Okay, so the other one, so that was early 90s. That really happened. And and I know y'all are amazing too. Oh yeah, I want to say this. I wasn't even gonna touch this daggone dress in the pulpit thing. You know I don't care how nobody dress. I don't care. You dress how you want to dress. What I care about is the pulpit. Just the pulpit. I don't care how y'all go. If you want to go to your job interview in a bikini, that's your business. But I think the thing is, and I'm being serious, the white robe, that used to be a honor because everybody knew you. Okay, let's say that you are dressed like a Puritan and you can just go up in the pulpit with your Puritan little dress on. No foul, no harm, no foul, no shame. But let's say everybody know you and they know you fabulous. They know you dress like that. So you just put your white cover on. It's not a shame. It's a glory. You're honored to be there. Y'all got it twisted. I guess some people use the sheets to beat people up with them, but I was raised I saw how they were glorious. You're that fabulous that you were asked to come in the pulpit and you had to cover you with the sheet because you're decent and you decrease and God increases. Okay, the other one real quick, the other testimony. I kid you not. When I went to coding school, I was walking 5 miles to and from. And I was weighing in the 170s and I couldn't lose a pound to save my foot. I couldn't figure it out. But anyway, I'm walking And now I'm in coding school, and that's the gift I was going to give y'all last night. That I can give it to y'all tonight. Hey guys, getting godly money is a real thing. And I say that now more than ever, with all the scammers, with all the people who are so blessed, and then they're going to take them blessings and just be terrible. Guess what? Yeah, I'm changing subjects because I'm talking about something that can help people out right now. If you want to be a medical coder, but you're not sure you want to be a medical coder, and you just want to dip your toe in that medical coding field, go to the AAPC website, and you can become a worldwide credentialed, certified risk adjustment coder. CRC. A CRC is a pedigree. It's a worldwide. That's my time to go. It's a worldwide credential. It's a worldwide credential. And you can just dip your toe in that one aspect of coding. I just say that because it's just something to put out there. And so anyway, back to the story about me going this 5-mile walk. So I went and I bought a book bag on wheels because I had 14 pounds of books. Yes, I weigh everything. 14 pounds of books. And I'm on my 5-mile walk to school. And the last mile of it is a highway. But I'm in the first mile, and my entire book bag comes apart. And my books scatter all in the street. And before I can say, darn it, what am I going to do? I look down to pick up a book, and in the street is a all-day bus pass for that very day. Picked up every last one of my books, 14 pounds of books all in my hand, and all I had to do was cross the street, wait on the bus, and go to school. Those are 2 testimonies, and I know you guys got some testimonies greater than mine because God is that good. So I'm so excited because we're going to read the Bible in a year without being slick about it. We're going to go from page 1 to the end of it all, Lord willing. And it's really going to get interesting when we get into Numbers. And everything that I read can be translated by the KJV, King James Version. And everyone has their version that they like, and I respect everyone's version. So respect mine, because it's written on a level where we don't bullcrap each other and we don't play with each other. And I'm really excited for the Bible when we get into Numbers, because I'm going to have to flip back over to King James. Can't play the garden game with this Bible, with the book of Numbers. So that's it. That's my time. Thank you for everyone who give me energy, who appreciate, and even the ones insulting me. I'm not insulted because I'm old enough to know that how proud I am of myself, how proud I am of what God has made me. I don't have a Cash App, and I won't be selling God's word on Patreon, but I still want money. I want $1 billion, and I'll split it. That's the only way I want $1 billion. I don't want it for myself, because then everybody will try to be robbing me. So we're going to get it through the government contract because it's owed, it's due us. And that person who insulted me, how dare you? This project is like that of Jesus. Jesus said, bring me the fish, bring me the bread, I'll bless it, and I'll return it. And the prosperity preacher said, bring me the bread, bring me the fish. Now get me a plane, get me a jet, get me they are doing what are you guys watching these Gilded Age movies and stuff We're okay. Okay. Shout out to hip hop and the grilled it age. But yeah, I think a lot of people are in for some grills. Last thing before I close out, because I've been eating terrible. I'm scared to get on the scale. I've been eating. I ate. Did I tell y'all why I ate what I ate? I think I told some of my family. I was I had to buy red buckets so that I could really take those pig guts apart. I felt like slaughtering a pig, and that's why I did the chitlins. And then I felt like maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna keep going. It's food. And then I felt like I was out for blood, and that's why I stewed tomatoes. I made my chitlins in stewed tomatoes. I didn't care because I wanted to see the pig guts swimming in blood. I wanted to see it like that. And then on the side, I made the black eyed peas with the ham hocks, and that was for the wealth and the hope. So that's that. Thank you all, and thank you all for the energy. And again, to Mr. Bruce, he's the age. See, that's why I don't even mess with older men like that anymore. But when I was younger, but yeah. So sorry, thinking about my ex. Y'all have a good one. Old lady style. 4 years old. In the stream.